Hey everyone, it's Trader Rob, and this video hopefully will make your life, especially if you're using NinjaTrader, it's going to make taking my morning oil trades just so much easier. Let's get to the intro and let's get to the action. As always, nothing that I say on my channel is financial advice. I'm here just to share some of the strategies that I trade in the morning. And I know a lot of you have been starting to trade this strategy. So, I've been showing the strategy using TradingView, which, to be honest with you, just it's so much easier because all of the indicators are pretty much pre-built in. They come included with, depending on what subscription you have with TradingView, it's very simple. So I've already shown you how to do a TradingView chart for this morning oil session. Again, remember the parameters and the rules are very simple. I'll link the video that shows the entire oil trade in detail in this video. But we're really just looking for an inside bar from the 8 to 9 a.m. session in oil Central Time. So make that adjustment if you're in New York time or wherever you're at. Okay. And one of the rules is I do not take a inside bar if it's the first bar of that 8 a.m. session. Okay, I will skip that bar. After that, any inside bar is free game until we get to the 9 a.m. session, and that's when we kind of reset the count and we look for another trade. Hopefully, you get 2 trades per day, but we'll kind of go over that as we see it. So what you're looking at, this is obviously NinjaTrader. Hopefully you guys, if you're watching this, hopefully you're already using this. If not, I think I'm a futures trader. I think that I just feel very comfortable with this platform. I've been on Tastyworks. I have been on TradeStation, and then I made the switch to NinjaTrader, and I feel like it's the most I don't know. I just feel like it's probably the easiest one that I have, and their customer service has been pretty great. So, and that's not a plug for NinjaTrader. I'm not affiliated with them, but that's just my personal opinion. So, what are you looking at here? First of all, the gray colored box. This starts at 8 a.m. for me. Okay, and this gray box will go until 9 a.m. and that's just a visual representation for me on the session. Probably the least important indicator that I have on the screen. You can just Google colored sessions for NinjaTrader charts. There's some that are free. There's a bunch of forums that you can join that people just put their indicators up there, which is awesome. And there's some ones that you can pay for that maybe are a little bit, I don't know, slicker than what you're seeing. Personally, I like the one that's in TradingView a little bit better because that pretty much covers my entire screen from top to bottom. This is kind of just within the price action, which again, to me really doesn't matter. I would say the second, well, probably the most important is if you don't want to be looking for inside bars, or you kind of are just looking at, because these candles will sometimes hit right to the same high as the previous candle, and people will be looking at the chart and just thinking to themselves, well, is this an inside bar? Is it not an inside bar? Just put an indicator up there that'll color your candle if it's an inside bar. Now, there's some inside bar indicators that will take, if it's got equal highs and equal lows, as an inside bar, which is how I take my strategy. I really don't care if it's touching exactly or if it's one tick inside of it. To me, that's still the overall strategy, is that we are looking for that momentum play. So there's kind of like this pressure that's being built with, indecision in the marketplace, and we're trying to see kind of which side is going to win, and we want to see that thrust go through that line. So this indicator that I have is actually a free indicator. Well, it's currently a free indicator, and the guy that I got this indicator from, he's also on YouTube. I think he is what I would consider to be one of the few awesome, super awesome people on YouTube that, again, is looking for the betterment of the trading community. I mean, he's got so much stuff that he throws out there that he's doing all of this stuff. He's putting a majority of his stuff out there for free, and he's got. I mean, if you guys, it's Trade Saber. Let me get his screenshot here. Okay, so this is the guy right here, Trade Saber. You can find him on YouTube. I think he's fantastic. So a few of the indicators that we're going to talk about here, you can go on to he's got a website, tradesaber.com. You can go to see his videos on the indicators. So he teaches what he puts out there. And then, he's got a link there to join his free Discord, where that is the place where you can go and download all of these, or at least this inside bar indicator, which is where I got this from. The nice thing about this indicator is that it also has an alert. It's got an alert feature. Let me see if I can pull this one up here. Inside bar TS. And as a default, it comes with like a purple and a different, like a teal color, I think it was. I just switched my green inside bar. I put it to green, and red inside bar to red. And then I enable the volume alert. So you're gonna hear like a kind of a beep when you get that inside bar, which is nice because if you're looking at a few other charts at the same time, it's nice to know that. I should say it's nice to get that audio, and they also have a visual one. I think there's some kind of flash screen thing that he does, that you can enable as well. I've actually never tried that. I just use the audio side of it. And then the next big one. So the next indicator is a indicator that I use every single day. I paid for this indicator. It's not cheap, but I will give you also an alternative, and it's with the same Trade Saber guy. So he's got an order entry tool. His is not an indicator. It's a strategy that you have to load into your chart, but it's free, and it's got a lot of these same exact features, and he's got an auto trailing system built into his entry management system that is kick-ass. I mean, it's awesome. So for those of you that have a strategy that want to have some kind of auto trailer, it's just pre-built in. I mean, you can do all of this with the ATM strategies with NinjaTrader, but it's nice when things are kind of done. So what are we looking at here on the side of my chart? So I got Chart Trader obviously enabled. You just enable that right here at the top. Chart Trader, and this is an indicator by Trade. Let's see, right here by Trade Devils, and this indicator, which they call the Advanced Trade Panel, cost me $349, and that's just for one license. So I can only use this on one machine. Obviously, I don't trade that much on my laptop anymore, but I do have this also. They offer a discount if you need a secondary license. So I do recommend them because I've used this so long, it just works, and you'll see kind of what I'm talking about. But you just go to Trade Devils, go to indicators. They've got a tab specifically for NinjaTrader. If you're a Sierra chart, I guess they've got one there for them as well. And I think they also provide you with a like a trial period. Okay, so there's a trial period built into that as well, so you can take a look at that. So I'm just playing back yesterday, November 2nd session. Both sessions won, morning 8 a.m. and the 9 a.m. session both won, which was great. And I'm in trade replay. So let's see if I can start this. I think their next candle here is going to be an inside bar. But what are we looking at? So once, let's just say that this was an inside bar at which it's not, but I think the next one will be. But I'll show you how easy this is. If I go to click on sell chart, okay, if I know that I want to set my my order at the bottom of this candle, I could do it this way. So it's set up right here at the bottom, and then I can go buy chart and throw my order up here at the top. Okay, so right there, if this was an inside bar, which it's not, but as for demonstration purposes, once you can get into this trade very easily instead of trying to figure out, in TradingView, it's just not. I can't do it this way. This one will cancel.
Order canceled.
If it goes up and goes into my long, the short is automatically canceled. So it's kind of like an OCO order. And then another awesome feature that this has is you have these buttons that is buy up or sell down. So let's say, for instance, that I know that this is going to be an inside candle that's setting up. Okay, and I want to get in this. I want to stock this thing very strongly. I could just click sell down,
Submitted.
and this order is going to go to the bottom of this wick, and it's just going to follow the next bottom of this wick. Okay, so again, if you know that an inside bar is forming and there's a couple seconds left, I could just hit buy up and sell down, and it'll automatically see how this order's here. If I go to buy up,
Order submitted.
it'll automatically put it at the top of this wick, which, as you know, for an inside bar, that's exactly what we're looking for.
Order canceled. Order canceled.
We cancel these, and then I believe that this might be the inside bar that we are looking for. I could probably speed this up here. So yeah, it just makes it makes getting into this type of an order, in my opinion, it just makes it super easy, to do. So this is not going to be an inside bar. So let me speed this one up. I think it was at 8:35. And then, like I said, the Trade Saber, if you join his Discord and you start, you look at his downloads for indicators, you will see that. Let me slow this one down here. You will see that his entry system is very, very similar. Okay, so here we're going to get one. So I'll do a buy up, a sell down, and that's it. So an inside bar happened. You heard the beep, and now let's see which way we get activated here. Probably speed this up again. It's a nice thing if you're doing a demonstration video. Its playback feature is pretty cool. Let's see here. Let's try to get an activation here.
Order canceled.
Okay, so we're in. See how it canceled the short order? So I don't even have to worry about that. So I take my stop loss, and you guys all know that I like it at the at the bottom of our entry candle. So it was minus 50, I think, right there. Minus 50. And then I take my target, since I'm 1-to-1, and let's see here. I think my 1-to-1 was right here-ish. Now, the one thing that also the one thing that trading that Ninja does not have, that is what I consider to be, well, it does have a feature in here where it's got a risk to reward, but it's terrible. It really is not good. They're they've got a ruler that you can use, that if you are, your entry is obviously right here, and I take this down 37, which is what we were. Let me get rid of that. That's exactly what that trade was yesterday, was 37 ticks of, and then this is the feature. This is the one part, so yeah, it was right where I had it before, actually. So there you go. That's your 1-to-1. So you could do it that way. An easier way that I do is, when I scroll down with my stop loss, and I take it to that bottom of that source candle, it's got a number on there. So if I match that number on the top, that's typically what I do for my 1-to-1s. But you could see how easy it was to get into that trade with NinjaTrader, where in TradingView with TradeStation, I have a much more difficult time because I can only enter in a one-way kind of order. Unless you've got a lot of, unless you've got a huge margin in your TradeStation account, for some reason it thinks that you're putting in 2 orders. So let's just say you're going in with 3 micros. It's asking you to have 6 micros of margin in your account. And if sometimes this is pre-market, like right around 8 o'clock, the margin requirements are much higher at that point. So, and Ninja doesn't. It's like an OCO. It's saying, okay, I know you want to take either this order at the top of this candle or at the bottom of this candle. You're not looking to take both. So that is I think for me a pretty big advantage. So let me speed up this trade here. This one wins, and our next trade after that also wins. So some questions that I have gotten through the channel and through the comments. I've got these questions even on Discord.
Target filled.
Okay, so there you go. Let's stop that one there. I get a few questions as far as one, again, they were asking me, do you consider an inside bar if it's got the same exact high as the previous candle? There's some indicators that consider that an inside bar. I think technically an inside bar would be at least 1 tick underneath the high. If it's right at the exact same amount, I feel like it's still that indecision of the previous candle, so I would be okay with that. And I believe this indicator, I could be wrong, so I'm not going to say because I don't really know. I think this indicator does consider this to be an inside bar. No, I'm sorry. I think this one does not, but my TradingView does. That inside bar that I use there. So that one is a pretty popular one that I know a lot of people are using. What else? So big candles. So if you get a huge source candle that is over 40 ticks of risk, generally what I like to do is I like to bump down the risk to 35 and do a 1-to-1 off of 35. So if it's anything up to, 39 ticks of risk, I'll just go 1-to-1 no matter what. And if it's over 40 or 40 and over, then that's where I bump. Because again, it's all systematic approach. You can say, if you do one thing different on the other trade, then it's not really the same system. And I know we might only be talking about one tick here or there, but we're trying to become systematic traders where we're not over trading, where you don't have that feeling that, oh, if I would have just listened to my rules, I would have gotten that trade. So that's kind of the mindset that, that I think helps you in this type of trading. And the other thing that I find very interesting is that if you take the same strategy and let's just say that you get a setup in the 8 to 9 a.m. session and you're profitable. Okay, so it's a good trade. That's it. You walk away. You take your one profitable trade for the day and you call it a day. Now let's say that you don't you're not profitable. You take a loss on that first trade, which has happened. There's been sessions where we have had some losses, and there's going to be days where we have losses, and there's going to be multiple days where we have losses. It's what you can see over a longer period of sample size is what that I consider to be extremely important. But let's just say that you're not profitable on your first 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. session. Well, that would be a scenario where I would take the second session. Okay. So that's a strategy in itself, and that could be something that you might want to adopt into your trading plan where, you start feeling comfortable with this, trading this on the sim. You start to see some of the results, like a lot of the traders that I have been getting comments on. People are emailing me, reaching out in Discord, letting me know that they've passed their evals with this strategy. And I find that all super awesome because, there's some people on YouTube that I have helped me, that have shaped me to be a better trader, and that is my goal is to hopefully get as many people watching these videos to be as profitable as well, or at least try to be profitable. So, and then if you guys know my NQ strategy that I put out there, which again, super popular strategy on that one, on my 15-minute candlestick pattern that I'm looking at on the NQ, hopefully you guys will realize how important, because on that strategy, I specifically use the buy up and sell down. Okay. And hopefully you're going to realize how important that one's going to be with that strategy, because the one thing about that strategy is you got to be very quick in your entry. So you do have 15 minutes to get ready for it, but you do have to be quick with your entry, and these buttons here work fantastic on that. So I will make a quick video on that one as well, on how I think NinjaTrader, in particular, either the Trade Devils entry system or the Trade Sabers entry system. Both of them will make your life, I think, a lot easier if you're wanting to take these trades. So hopefully this video helped. Again, thank you so much for all of the support that you guys have been throwing my way. Please like the video. Give me a comment. I love reading the comments. I love responding to the comments. And please subscribe to the channel. Take care, everyone. Happy trading.